I'm Patrick Lancaster, and the Israeli-Iranian war is intensifying intensely. The Iron Dome of Israel has collapsed under the pressure, or been overwhelmed, however you want to put it. Many reports of a huge number of ammunition rockets getting through the Iron Dome and hitting targets even in the center of Tel Aviv. There's also reports of a radiation leak and massive bombardments of Israel and the continued bombardment of Iran and Iran's nuclear facilities. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it, and not to mention the amount of reported U.S. military that's being moved to the region. How big is this going to get? What's going to happen next? Is there going to be a test of Iran's nuclear weapons, which has been reported to possibly happen soon? Have they had the time to make these nuclear weapons? What's going to happen? So we're going to be talking about it and showing you what we can here. Now, Iran is literally raising the red flag, and the general staff of Iran is saying that there is no limit of their retaliatory strike. Now, this is after intense attacks by Israeli forces into Iran, particularly hitting the nuclear facilities. And it's even reported that the Natanz nuclear facility has been breached. Even yesterday, it was reported that it was destroyed. Now, what does that mean? We're not sure exactly, but the reports now say there is a radiation leak inside this facility, if the facility even exists. Now, this was reported by Iran's nuclear agency. There's also information coming out that Israel had a super secret mission or operation in place for over a year leading up to this, which included the Israeli Defense Forces establishing a secret drone base where they carried these strikes out from. The operation had been in preparation for years, it's reported. According to Israel Hayam, it involved commandos, drones, and mobile strike systems. It was carried out in 3 stages. Mossad agents had planted weapons in advance at Iranian air defenses, which struck in sync with the Israeli Air Force. And the next stage, mobile complexes jammed air defenses systems covering up to 200 Israeli aircraft entering into Iran purportedly. Now, the third is the drones launched from this secret Israeli base inside these Iran territory, destroying these Iranian launch pads at the Isfahanabad base. Now, it seems this really took a big part in the attack by Israeli forces on Iranians' nuclear facilities. Not sure the full in-depth outcome yet of these attacks. Trump has said that it's unclear if Iran still has a working nuclear infrastructure and system as far as building these nuclear weapons. And the fact is, does Iran already have a nuclear weapon or not? Is there going to be a test that's reported? And is it going to be a real-world test or not? Hopefully, and we pray that this does not turn into a nuclear war between these two countries, because no one knows how big it's going to get. And it's reported, as I said, United States has been moving a lot of military personnel into the region. Are we going to get dragged into this? Iran's representative to the UN says there's been 78 Iranian citizens killed in these attacks and 320 injured. And they will not stand by and watch their fellow countrymen be killed by US supplied weapons. And any damage to Iran's nuclear facilities will have catastrophic consequences, not only in the Middle East, but beyond. Now, we know there's been damage. Their nuclear agencies reported it. So what is the consequences that is going to be happening beyond the Middle East? And he also says that these attacks by Israel are terrorism, and that the United States is complicit in aiding and abetting these attacks and shares the responsibility. Now, will there be a consequence, or will an attempted response to this responsibility they say the U.S. holds? And it should be pointed out that both China and Russia have come out stating they're strongly condemning Israel's actions against Iran. Iran has literally raised the red flag of revenge, and the Iranian IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps General Staff, has said that they are going to open up the gates of hell on Israel, and it appears that has started. And just before Iran started their retaliation, it seems they closed the airspace to all domestic and international flights across Iran, which is something that's pretty common when war starts. And at the start of Iran's response, hundreds of early warning alerts of missiles incoming to Israel were detected. And then, quote unquote, gates of hell started to open up across Israel. And this includes Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Haifa, Nazareth, Beersheba, and more getting hammered by Iranian missiles and more. And not just one wave of attacks. Had the first wave coming, then the second wave, the third, and more. And Israel's defense minister says that Iran has crossed many red lines when attacking civilian residential centers, and that these criminal actions will have a very high price. Now, of course, one side says one thing, the other side says another. And Iran says they're not hitting civilian targets, but in fact they're hitting missile production facilities and other military targets. Only footage will tell us what's really happening down the road. And there's already footage coming out of active air battles. Here we see an Israeli helicopter engaging a Iranian Shahed kamikaze type drone. And at this point, not only is the Iranian airspace completely closed, but also the airspace of Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, and Israel airspace seems completely closed of all civilian traffic. No one in, no one out. Now, in these attacks, it's coming out that the head, or the commander of the Israeli Navy was killed. And not only is it reported that the IDF headquarters in Tel Aviv was destroyed, but the whole city block was wiped off the face of the earth, is what's being reported. And even China is releasing satellite images of Iranian bases and radar stations being destroyed by Israeli attacks. And some Israeli sources are claiming that Iran is blind, deaf, and dumb now because of the attacks on their early warning systems. But obviously, they're not so much blind, deaf, and dumb because the Iron Dome is being overwhelmed. And actually, it's reported that now the early warning system has stopped from individual alerts to just overall red across the country of incoming. And this just keeps escalating more and more. I'm showing you what we can here from a distance. I don't like being from distance reporting, but sometimes I need to. I got a lot more from India coming out. Tell me, comment below. You think I should go to Israel or Iran? What do you guys want to see? You're my, the ones that push my work forward. I can't do anything without the support of my viewers like you. So you can click on the link on the screen or in the description or in the pinned comments. Donate, support my work, and comment below what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what else you want to see. Do you want me to go to Israel report? Do you want me to go to Iran report? Do you want me to go back to Russia-Ukraine frontline? Or all of it? What do you want to see? Support my work. Donate now. We got a lot more coming. Stick with us. Let's show the world together.